What is up, everybody? This is Mr. Extrodin back with yet another video. This is Africa is Next podcast. Thanks for everybody who's been checking us out. I've got the awesome foursome, like Tebello would call us. So yeah, thanks for checking us out, man. Also, thanks for checking out KC Media. We do see the numbers are growing. Do check out some of the stuff that came out recently. We've been reviewing Avatar: The Last Airbender over there. And with that said, I would like Tebello to introduce himself.
Oh, I'm first. I'm sorry. Let me just get my body ready. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tebello, son of Daniel, the anchor of Nerdgasm podcast, and also the Geek Spot. Check us out on KC Media on YouTube. We issue fresh new videos on a weekly basis, except in December when there's a holiday. We all need downtime. Back at you, Mr. Extrodin.
That's some Hisoka vibes right there. But
Why do I
No.
You
You know what
right
that
now?
is? No,
Why
you
do
know
I
what
feel
that
like I need a cigarette right now?
Hey,
Like,
hey, dog. You know what that is? That's when you. That's when the parents start calling the BCCSA, and they're just like, "What has my children been watching?" It's 12 o'clock
Bro,
at night.
I felt the need to turn the volume down and look behind. Make sure Mom's not.
No. I'm not watching anything. I'm not watching anything.
anyway, and then we got Buckmeister.
Okay, I do not have a bedroom voice, so.
Well, is that what bedroom voices? I never knew.
Okay. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you were used to. Sharp Lamson. We are here today, and we're going to be talking some Bleach, but you can check me out on Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cul React. Recast T'Challa campaign across all my social medias. Black Panther versus Kang issue number 3 is going to drop. At the time of recording, it's going to drop the next day or whatever. It'll be up probably by the time this is up, so please go to Webtoons and check that out. Read all 3 issues back to back to make sure you get a full understanding of the story and everything, and you can also see the art progress from here and there and all of that stuff. Been working very hard on that. And yeah, let's talk about some Bleach.
Shout out. Don't forget to comment on Webtoon as well.
Yes, please leave comments.
By all means. And then we've got Zuko.
Yo, excuse me, guys. I just put my cigarette out. Whew. What up, everyone? This is Zuko, aka Cortezi, aka the tallest short man you'll ever meet.
Okay.
Welcome to the program.
Represent for the short man.
Hey man, let's enjoy. Let's talk about it. Let's comment about it. Like, comment, everything. Like, interact, guys. This is tab. If you've got a far out thing, post. We're not afraid.
Okay. I need to activate my bedroom voice for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to always comment below for a good time.
I think I know
Wrong podcast, my guy.
no which characters I'm gonna get YouTube voice if I have my anime. Anyway.
Okay, wrong.
Literally all something now. It just needs like a little That's all that's needed right now, and this is done.
Mr. Extrodin, good luck with monetization.
Unfortunately, Pila couldn't join us. But yeah, hopefully he'll join us sometime in the future. But yeah, let's get into it. Bleach. Last time we left at Fake Kurakawa town arc. Basically, almost everybody was bodied. Ichigo came in to the rescue. Captain Yamamoto had just fought Aizen, but yeah, Aizen managed to escape basically his hellfire. Stark was dead. Helibel and Hitsugaya fought.
It was boring, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's where we at, right?
Yeah, that's where we at. So yeah. So I'm saying basically now this is where Hogyoku is this where Hogyoku Aizen is doing his thing.
Yeah,
and this is where everything for me went down the toilet.
This is where he goes final form.
No, it's because you see, for me, the one thing you need to realize, you see, the magnificent bastard trope, as he learned recently. The moment he loses his composure or he loses his attractiveness is the moment you know the story is winding down. And as Aizen kept transforming, he got uglier and uglier.
Oh, true.
Because the one thing he had as a character during all these fights was his sense of composure. Like nothing really fazed him. Like, oh, I'm getting tired, but it's all part of my plan. Oh, look, you flicked me through 3 buildings with your finger. It's all part of my plan. And then in the end, it's like, oh, look, I'm this ultimate being, but I look hideous. I was like, what kind of ultimate being is that? For reference, look at
that's the thing with Aizen's crew, right? Like you start off swaggy, and then like he either absorbs your swag or the swag goes somewhere. Like apparently you can't be swaggy and be a part of this crew towards the end. Because Tosen was fire. Like Tosen's like whole thing was so dope. His blind. I got the sword with the senses and everything, and then Homeboy literally turned into a fly at the end of it. Like you needed to
imagine betraying your whole everything to be a fly.
And like that's when Ichigo and them should have said Bankai. Dude.
Guys, did I tell you that I was accused of being blind a couple of days ago?
Wait, what?
What didn't you see?
No, I was just walking towards Checkers. And you know, when I walk and I disassociate, I walk in a straight line and I've got my sunglasses on and my eyes are down following the pattern of the steps. And then I look up and say, because I see this person moving away and I wave to her, I was like, oh my God, you see me? I was like, of course. You idiot, I can see you.
You should have played it up, dog. You should have played it up. You should have been like, hey, what? Who's there?
But
I just sensed you, the Stevie Wonder in me. No, the Ray Charles.
No. Or
Ray Charles walked without a cane.
Or
right?
you should have done like a Daredevil thing. You should have been like,
bro, next time just go with the styrofoam cup.
No, the worst part, I was wearing these big ass headphones because I was from the gym, and then I was wearing these sunglasses. So not only I was like, I just saw this person freak out, and then I took off my headphones, like, what's wrong? And they're like, I thought you were blind, and I responded, do I look like?
Hey man, Ray Charles didn't have a cane. That's what I'm saying.
I was like,
why
wouldn't I need a cane?
Yeah, he didn't. How did he go? How did he move around without a cane?
Daredevil, my guy, Daredevil.
Daredevil. That was the first Daredevil. He just needed to learn kung fu.
I forgot which character I referenced. Like, do I look like I'm an anime character? But the guy, you were walking in a perfectly straight line. What was I supposed to say? In a mall.
Nah, man.
No, Tebello, if you could have backflipped, you should have just backflipped in front of him and then walked off.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know when you mentioned Torsten, I just realized, like, hey, guys, this main character
now,
life.
Imagine how swaggy that looked, right? Now imagine you sacrifice all of that, and now we need to fetch Raid for you. Now you're one of those adverts. Raid.
Wait, guys, wasn't Gin just like swaggy throughout?
Yeah,
No,
Gin
because
was
he
never
never.
really...
No, because he never let himself transform. He never did that.
Yeah, he never transformed.
He never drank the Kool-Aid. He was like, from the moment he saw that he absorbed some of Rangoku's powers. Oh, am I going to spoiler territory now? Who cares?
No, we talked about that.
That's where we're going anyway.
Yeah. So from the moment he saw that he absorbed some of Rangoku's powers, his life mission was to get back at Aizen. So he was never really part of the crew. He was always part of the, I'm gonna wait until he's at his most vulnerable so I can kill him crew. So he was his own clique.
Him and Itachi, same WhatsApp group. Yo.
But no, I think he's better than Itachi, though. Itachi like killed his entire clan. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean the thing is,
okay.
When we get to Naruto, we'll talk about that because I know a lot of people dog Itachi out for that. But at the same time, it's just like anyway.
Not to sound like I'm going into Itachi's defense. Itachi showed some semblance of intelligence. Gin was just an opportunist. I don't see any any planning
No,
involved?
no. And we have got to give it to Gin because the thing that
Yeah.
he did, like, it didn't work. It didn't work. But if we
It
look
could
at
have.
it was a hella intelligent play.
Let's explain it quickly
And
for those
actually, it
who
should have worked, but plot armor.
Yeah, actually, that's what he got defeated by. Anti-plot armor.
I think
That's
the thing I've noticed about some of these Bleach plots, nah, it's like just because Kubo wanted Ichigo to kill the villain, you realize some characters actually shouldn't have died, or some of them actually could have defeated the villain. You know what I'm saying?
Like remember he said like
It sounds like a certain producer
oh
is
no, no, we're not doing that again.
It sounds like what?
sounds like
put that in my
Oh Lord.
put that in my counter already. Ding.
Ah.
What? What
You
is
and this Transformers comparison, I don't understand.
That is
Oh,
a hill I will
that's
die
okay.
on. I mean, it will be just
Okay,
me
but I'm just
on
saying.
that hill holding
Yeah,
that
yeah, no,
standard
that's
looking all
you
standard
see
impressed
Mario,
like I am right.
that is the all spark you
I'll
willing to
be on
die
the
on.
opposite. I'll be on the opposite hill, where it's like, no, he's more like Lucas.
like
No.
for me, it's like with Hunter x Hunter, né? There was a point where it was pretty clear like that.
Oh wait, just before we continue this, Mr. Extrodin, are you at your home?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
okay. Hey,
Okay,
it's stressing me out.
we're gonna have to put some context here sometimes.
He's in these streets.
He's Mr. Extraordinary is the closest example to Batman that we have. He has multiple locations. So I was
multiple bunkers.
multiple bunkers. So sometimes we just need to make sure that he's in his safe back
I'm
in
at
his
the
other he's in the bed cave for us to continue.
Yeah.
Because somebody listening to us right now, because the video, I think the Daima review is coming out. At some point, I was like, people are going to be so confused when they listen to us. But I just, you know what? I don't have time. Just go to print.
I wanted to just say, like, in Hunter x Hunter, Kurapika, at a point, you can clearly see that he's the main character. When he was defeating the Phantom Trope, Gon was nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? That's okay. Have other characters defeat the main villain for once, Kubo.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that with this, that's not the typical shonen structure, and also now you also get into problems with because with Hunter x Hunter, right? You can't really point to me like where the big, I don't nobody can actually point what the overarching story of it all is, if you understand what I'm
I
saying.
get you, yeah.
So that's you start losing focus when you start doing stuff like that, because the thing is he made that crew, especially Gon and Killua, he made them like such a main focus that when Kurapika takes over, it's like, wait, what's happening? And then when Kurapika disappears, you're like, but where's Kurapika?
Yeah, to be honest with me, after
I
the
didn't
whole
feel like that.
after
I
the
just
whole-
felt it was a side mission. I felt more it was a side mission of the side character and the side character's growth. But I do, however, see your point.
No, I'm just saying, like, in terms of like the narrative structure, because he was trying to not go by conventional shonen tropes, which is fine. But I just feel like sometimes you actually do need that stuff so that people can connect your story. Because if you look at it, you're like, what did Gon achieve? What actually was he trying to look for? Was it was just his dad and that's it? And now if we go to the manga, Gon is gone. Now they're trying to focus on the dad. Now it's back on Kurapika. So I mean, I guess if you like that type of thing, yeah.
Well, we're gonna add this to our Titan counter. Thank you very much.
Anyway,
No, going back to this, I'm saying like, since we're not going to be, are we going to be going play by play? All right, let's go play by play, and then we'll
Let's go. Let's because
then we'll talk about Gin, because we can't talk about Gin now. We still have to.
Okay,
talk
so
about,
when did you last leave things off? Because
I think Shinji Bankai'd Aizen, and then Aizen reversed.
Shikai'd.
Oh,
Shikai'd, yeah.
Isn't what's his face now? Didn't we left?
Oh
it
no, I still even remember Shikai's name, Sakanade. Anyway, okay.
Oh Lord. No, I just
But that's when you start seeing the plot armor kick in for Aizen, because it's just like, yeah, everything is reversed. It's like, oh yeah, I reversed your reverse. Like Aizen was just walking.
No, it's like
around
he didn't even
with
say
Uno
I
reverse
reversed.
cards.
He didn't even say I reversed your reverse. He just said no, I got used to it.
Oh
yeah.
Like what? Yeah.
After once, come on.
And
And
then
I
also,
think
that's the one thing that shows to me that these warriors, for a story based on warriors who've been doing this for thousands of years, they're not really. They're either they are out of practice or supremely overconfident. Because why would you spend time explaining your ability to someone, and then at the same time, why would you, seeing an opening, bother just to give your opponent a nick on the shoulder? I was like, okay, he's not looking. He thinks he got the rhythm, but he's made a mistake. He's wide open. I'd have lopped his head off.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think they usually talk to the people they think or know they can defeat. Usually, they used to deal with people that they defeat or kill instantly after talking to them or whatever. That's what I think.
No, but also it still doesn't make sense because you only reveal, even in earlier Bleach things, like Kira would only reveal the use of his Shikai after he'd hit you. He wouldn't like, this is my Shikai. If
Yeah.
I hit you, everything will weigh double. No, he'll strike you, and then you'll be like, what's going on? This thing is heavy. And then you'll be like, you've noticed the power of my Shikai. Ha 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 ha. And then he'll go after you. Like, but
I guess
this one was literally, let's
Well,
fight.
I think the
This
thing
is
is
how my
though,
power
like
works.
I think the
So
thing is though is that it's kind of it's easier to explain that Shikai than it would be to explain everything is reversed. So I think it's more for the audience that we understand what's happening.
yes.
Because like if we go to
But
something,
then he can do an inner monologue for that. Then he can just say like,
I guess.
then he can just say like, he'll never be able to predict my attack because my Bankai reverses everything.
I
That's
guess.
all.
I think that's why in other anime you need like like someone like Piccolo who explains to like a Gohan or a Brock who explains to whoever is next to him.
I mean,
But
in
no, we don't
JJK,
have that here.
what they did to try and get around that, which I think is still interesting, but it's still confusing, is
Mm.
that if you explain your technique, yes, they know it, but your technique gains more power from the curse energy of the explanation. So that's what they did to try and write around that. But it's still like I think the thing is that like if they don't have like an explanation that people can understand, so we can understand what's happening, it ends up getting to the point where you're just like,
Confused.
I'm confused.
Which
But
is
I
Because
still
like
think they could have. I still think they could have done it
no,
better.
I mean
you
Kubo could
know
have done a lot of things better. I'm not even.
you know the guys who actually did it, who did it quite well, or rather the author who did it quite well without w- in explaining to the audience without having the main characters know what's going on, like the way you're explaining it, like the Piccolo and the Gohan type of situation. The guys who did it quite well for me would be the fourth grade ninja war,
Oh,
Hmm.
when they were like whenever they face new opponents, like the seven the is it the seven
yeah, the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist.
the seven swordsmen of the mist. Someone in the just somebody in the operating table back at headquarters explaining to the Raikage. So they're not explaining to the people in the battlefield, but he's explaining to them what these different swords are doing, and then you get to see them in the battlefield. So they're not you don't we the opponents are not getting spoilers. Basically, they're getting surprised by these attacks genuinely, while we are getting the information, and we see that happen over and over. Like when they saw that Mu was resurrected, and they had to send the Tsuchikage to come counter because Mu had a very powerful ability that no one else in that battle could counter. Someone is explaining that. We didn't have to see, you foolish mortals, you can't beat my powers. I can do this and this and this.
I'm with you completely. I think you could have just had Mayuri's people like Akon and whatever, like from the lab, actually just like be reading certain Reatsu and being like,
Yeah, like
Isaac.
there's like
But
a black.
at this point, Kubo has been writing the way he's been writing. If you're looking for that kind of detail, it's not gonna come. Like at this point, we where it is what it is. Because if we start going back, he started doing this throughout the first
And
arc.
it worked. It worked because that's why we love
Did it?
Bankai. Yes,
Yeah, he did. No, if we
no.
look at it, like
So sorry.
the thing is, right, with Bleach, you understand that certain things don't make sense after they happen. Like Kubo has tricked you so long that you have to go back and you have to be like, hey, wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute.
Because like if we look at it, Rukia, right? She should have handled those hollows with ease. Even if she had the Hogyoku, it should not have been a problem.
That's true.
But she was getting bought, and then as soon
And she was getting bodied by everyone.
as soon as Ichigo gets the sword, he's mama-tering everybody. It didn't matter who was coming up to him at that point. It took Byakuya to be a problem. It took a captain to be a problem to Ichigo when Ichigo didn't know what he was doing. That man didn't have no Kenjutsu, was not fighting strong
Didn't
opponents on the
Kido.
regular. He didn't know Kido, and he was keeping up with Renji. Then it took Byakuya step.
Exactly.
So
But
like
no,
for
no.
me,
Yes, why I'm saying the big issue here is that this was basically to give the plot armor to Aizen. Renji fights Ichigo, right? We get to hear the name of the sword, Zabimaru.
Right.
But you get to see its ability in action. You don't just get him say, with my Zabimaru, I can extend and do this.
Oh yeah. I think I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Usually, it's either that happens or someone explains what's going on to someone else. Like when Samban Zakura is scattered, someone is like, yeah, the sword scatters into millions of blades, into hundreds of little blades, and the reflections catch are caught by the sunlight, giving the illusions of thousands of cherry blossoms. Hence the name Senbon Zakura. You see, these are the things you don't need to know. Like, oh my God, with these blades, I can control it with my mind and do this. Enter Aizen with Shinji. Look, I've created a reverse world. Left is right, up is down. Like,
Why are you telling this to your someone
tell
who's
And
been
you're telling it to him
all
before
the
you even fought
people
him.
to tell as well.
like you're telling
All the people.
the thing
He's
is,
serving
Shinji
under
was
you for
trying. I'm
years.
saying Shinji was trying to get back at Aizen in an Aizen way. It was pride before the fall.
And, and look what you got. You play with stupid games, you get stupid results. There you go. That is why it's called. That is why it's called Bleach, and it features Kurosaki Ichigo, not Shinji. Jesus, my guy. No.
Are you calm? Are you calm? Are you breathing?
If you pay attention to Ichigo, Ichigo was on site from the get go. He was always going for kill shots. Have you noticed?
Yeah, but
Well,
then
he doesn't have to explain anything.
I think
Anybody who looks at Ichigo, they know what he does. Everybody knows they know what Getsuga Tensho is.
But
Getsuga Tensho is just a sword / attack, and that's it. There's no complications. There's no left is right. It is Baba, I smash you. That's
what
it.
makes it worse is that
Ichigo
Aizen
smash.
knows all about this technique, not just from watching Ichigo like from day one, which is super creepy, but he knows his dad, and he's seen his dad in battles. Like, oh no, this is how it works.
I think that's why there was a point where Gin was telling Ichigo that so now you're starting to understand that you will not win, do you? Like now you're starting to figure it
Yeah,
out.
no, because
You're supposed to-
he looked into his eyes, and Ichigo was just permanently worried. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
like it's
Like,
been petrified, buddy.
yeah, like what's wrong?
It turned into a whole therapist. He's like, take a seat, my guy. I know we're fighting, but let's just relax. Chill.
I don't want to lie, man. I don't want to lie to you guys, but I felt exactly the way Ichigo did when I saw that. I was like, I'm fun. Yeah. Forget it, chief.
All I was thinking at that point in time was like, get that filthy, disgusting bastard Aizen. I was so tunnel visioned. I was like, attack him, you know.
But hey, let's talk about the regular people that were running from Aizen, and like there's one dude who must have been a psychopath. I was like, you should have been a Shinigami, or maybe when you die, you're gonna be a Shinigami.
Bombs,
Because Antoine,
petrol
the way you were
gas,
prepared.
Like,
And he was just like, yeah, no, it is what it is. All right, everybody, we're gonna run this way. I'm gonna throw a bomb. I'm gonna run that way. We're gonna try to do this, yada yada yada. And it's just like, dog, you're seeing a giant man with the horn thing and wings,
No,
and
he didn't have it at that point. At that point, it was just
Wait,
no,
wasn't
I'm
that
saying
Ichigo's
no.
friend?
He had, yeah, it was Ichigo's friend. I'm saying he had the thing in his chest. He had the
yeah. The
Hojo.
thing is, at that point, he had the thing in his
No,
chest. He had
I'm not just
super white trench coat.
Yeah, I'm not reacting regularly to a dude who just has a glowing purple thing in his chest. Like, what is happening here?
And also the motive. You see, these are the things that also I need to understand with regards to Aizen.
So wait, he went to the real Kuragawa town.
Yeah, after he clapped everyone's cheeks.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
After he defeated everyone, I have to remember, wrong podcast. After he defeated everyone,
Uh-huh.
because first Aizen takes on the captains, and then the captain commander decides to be noble after he thought he was okay with killing everyone. I don't know what that. I'm already angry at Shinji. Let me not be angry at Yamamoto. And then Ichigo's dad comes, and this is where the therapy session happens.
But my thing is like,
Also, I just forgot so while Aizen is going to Kuraka town, did they have a hyperbolic time chamber type thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Aizen destroyed the big ruling pin.
why didn't
Okay.
Ichigo's dad defeat Aizen again?
Because
Because Ichigo has to do it.
yeah.
No, thingy Ishin couldn't. He was saying that he's not gonna have the ability or whatever it was to take it. I don't know. It was some
No. But that you see that moment, that I
No,
tell
I'm
you,
sorry.
I
This dude was a legit captain. He knew the whole secrets of the Gazige Tensho, and you want to tell me that Ichigo Mafiki Zolo, he's
Must
the one who
defeat-
has to do it?
he was
Well,
like,
he
Yeah,
didn't have
dad.
the final. He didn't have the final one.
No, but he knew how to get the final one. He could get it.
No, but
He
I'm
was
saying
like-
you need two people in order to do it. You need another person who has no. Remember when they were in the tunnel, the only reason Ichigo could do it, right, is because his dad had the Captain Ryatsu to buy him the time so that he could do the meditation and go find it.
and here's my question: if Issei knew about the final Gezuka Tenshu, it means he could do it.
Yeah, when was he?
Why
going to?
All he needed
why
then was
didn't he
Yorichi
do it?
Exactly,
to do
that's
the
my
Captain
question.
Ryatsu so that he could meditate.
Well, I'm saying they had to get into the tunnel thing. When were they going to get into the tunnel?
No, the tunnel
That's
thing
what
was
I'm
just
saying. He could have got into the tunnel. He could have gotten Yurichi or not the other one, the Sandal guy.
Guys, who's the main character?
that's why I'm
No,
saying.
but that's what we're
Dog.
saying. That's
You
what
should
we're
have just
saying.
went with that, dog.
Everything else, the only thing that makes sense is that it's Kurosaki Ichigo.
Okay,
That's the show.
just to be fair, let me also put my favorite anime on blast. Just to be fair, if we're doing this, we also have to look at like when Naruto did the Rasengan for the first time. Plenty of plot armor.
When
But
did you do it the first time again?
I-
In
I-
action.
Remember when he did it?
Kabuto.
Yeah, against Kabuto. Because remember
When
now,
it
Kabuto
was basically a Sunning Showdown. The Sunning Showdown.
Yeah.
So remember, Tsunade flipped Kabuto's whole physiology off, and he figured it out to the point where he was like, "Yo, if I sneeze, my ass
kick
itches
you.
or whatever, or whatever." It was like, or if I blink, my toe wiggles. So he figured all his body out within 2 minutes and was backflipping and running and everything. But then Naruto Jigi catches his hand, has time to hold him there and summon a shadow clone so that he can do the Rasengan. And that thing takes
hold
long.
on, did he catch his hand? I thought I thought he tanked it with his forehead. I was like, why?
No. He took a knife. He took a kunai to the hand.
He took a kunai
to his hand, and then he held it, and then he used Kabuto's hand to do a shadow clone.
Yeah.
And then with the shadow clone, he did the Rasengan. And
When
then
I even gave him a speech, he was like, "Try to dodge me." It's like, "What's this? Yeah, until I become Hokage, I'm not gonna die. Try and dodge me this time."
And remember, at this time, Kabuto has a free hand, and he's got
he's got a free hand. He's got a free hand and 2 free legs. He could have kicked Naruto
and a scalpel chakra. Remember, he's got scalpel chakra. He could literally just chopped off Naruto's hand.
And Muna just stood there and
Deep down
took it.
inside, inside Kavuto was just a good guy. He's just like, I'm pretending to be an asshole right now so that you guys help me. But you know what?
Guys,
Orochimaru is
No,
crazy.
We'll have our Naruto discussion. We'll have because
My point.
Buckmeister's
my-
face. I'm like,
My point is that these things happen in shonen all the time. I mean, you want
True.
another example? One Piece. When Crocodile stabbed Luffy, Luffy was in the desert. There's no water. Daman survived, and he came back, and then found water, and he was able to beat Crocodile. So
Let's not get into Dragon Ball Z. Dear God.
main character, Baba. I'm the main character. That's what it's called.
Main character syndrome.
That's what it's called. I'm the main character, Chief.
So, okay. So where did you leave things off?
Ishin is fighting.
Oh yeah,
Isaac.
and my favorite panel, because I read the manga back in 2010, 2011, and when that panel showed up, I screenshot it. I sent it to I was busy working in the call center, ne? Terrible employee. I'm supposed to be taking calls, but that Friday, the Bleach came out. It's like, bitch, I'm on break. While I'm not on break, I'm still at my desk.
Such
I'm
a South
busy.
African.
Thank you for calling the call center. I'm not gonna give it names. You're speaking to Tebello. Can I assist you? Where the fuck is my phone? Your phone is with Soul Society right now. Wait until a couple of days, then you'll see. So,
I can track it with a bankai. Do you have a
So-
bankai?
so the moment that frame dropped, I was like, copy, paste, send. I sent it to my cousin. I sent it to him. Like, do you see that impact? Finally, he feels something. That bastard. Oh God, yes. God, the headshot I had for that man. I'm surprised I didn't end up in a shrink's office
Which frame are you talking about? What was going on?
when Isin went like, boo.
Oh,
I'll send you. I'll send you.
It
the
was
pic.
slick. It was slick. It was
No,
slick.
no,
It
no.
was really cool.
but I feel like it was like a wrestling entrance. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was.
No,
lit-
like you can literally do that whole what's this? Stone Cold.
What time is now? What time is now?
No.
Like, what you doing to my son? Who do you
Just-
think you?
John Cena has a certain level of class. He doesn't go in charging into battle nearly as often as Stone Cold
Stone
Steve
Cold.
Austin. Stone Cold is just like
Stone Cold doesn't have any reverence in Tuana. Stone Cold
comes that chair.
Yabashapa. No, there's no.
And why is it that somebody always has a bottle of beer to throw at that man at
Hey,
any
And dude doesn't
That's
miss.
his job, bro. That's his job. It's
The
like,
dude
hey,
doesn't miss, dog. The dude always catches the
Hey,
cat.
dog.
Dog.
Like,
Always.
you know, like,
But it's from the crowd. Are you telling me there's some spotters in the crowd?
Hey,
who-
yeah.
with-
with perfect aim, dog. Because
They
it reaches his
practice.
hands. And it
practice.
it
and the
reaches
thing is, like,
just
and
to the
Stone
ring.
Cold don't miss, dog. That's the other thing. They throw
Yeah.
that thing from every angle, and he's just like,
Like,
swah, 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 swah.
I drove them. Drink, open, drink, smash. Next
No, he
corner,
doesn't
jump.
drink. He spills.
Like when
Uh,
I'm telling you, if it was an anime, bro, you would see Stone Cold standing in the middle of the ring, and then he would be doing that thing with like.
You know, if I was
8 trigrams, beer palms.
Beer no jutsu. Activate.
if the characters that behave like anime shonen characters is definitely wrestling, especially the entrances, and then of course we've got people like the Undertaker that suddenly appear out of nowhere.
But all of them would have backstories during fights, Baba.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
What
My
are you
dad was a brewer.
What are you talking about?
I got bitten by a snake.
Beer.
The Rock. I was carrying rocks all the time until I became strong enough, and then I became one with the Rock, and now I'm a layer to smack it down.
But wait, what kind of rock is this? It doesn't matter what rock it is.
Yeah, job brownie.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
You know that me and my cousins once gave the Undertaker and Kane a terrifying and traumatic backstory. You're like, no, they're both the sons of the devil and death.
Oh.
That's why one always likes jumping into the lake of fire.
Well, WWE did try to do that at some stage. They were putting Kane in fire, and they were saying, "Yeah, he's from the pits of hell and
And
everything." And I was like, "Oh,
then Undertaker was Death's favorite student. Father, I've harvested more souls for you. You have done well, my apprentice.
They're not even related, those guys. I think
just
the
to finish."
is
No,
Yeah,
no,
they're
yeah,
not.
they weren't. Everybody thought they tried to say that they were at some stage, but then it turns out, and I was like,
course
"Yo,
they
that's
never-
when I found out wrestling was a lie." I was
like,
like,
dog, Kane is
Yo,
like
that
a
was a
prim
set.
and proper dude now. I think he's a mayor somewhere or something. Dog,
"Yeah, like,
he's
dog."
handsome. I'm like, what the hell? You're handsome, dog. Like, I thought you were like this ugly dude or something. Like, what the hell?
And Undertaker's this like surfer dude, like, yeah, man.
Nowadays, I'm
Like,
shook at.
he is so calm. Like Undertaker
The
just
only,
looks.
the only people who stayed the
Guys!
same is The Rock and Stone Cold. Like Stone Cold, if you see
Yeah.
him now, is Stone Cold. The
It's-
Rock, if you
Guys,
see him now, is The Rock.
Guys, The Undertaker has his own YouTube podcast.
Yes.
You live in a damn time.
Hey, I saw a video of him. I think it was
What
at
a
some
Stone Cold.
soccer. It was at some soccer game. I think he was like
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo was there as well, and he was doing his own Undertaker stuff. I'm like, hey, dog, they booked you, and you got a nice gig, dog. FIFA
Oh yes.
actually booked you.
my
Yeah,
God.
I saw that. But did you see Cristiano? He was like Undertaker.
Hey, dog, people were chuffed, dog, that they saw Undertaker, and
Because he
you
did
see,
the
like,
whole
everything is
with the
rehearsed,
trophy.
eh?
Yeah.
Remember how he does with the
something-
urn?
He did
How he
something.
does with
that
the
was like
urn.
lightning. I'm like,
He did, dude. Cristiano Ronaldo went back to being a child, dog. Cristiano Ronaldo was 8 years old again. He was like,
dog. Undertaker was like, what?
Just to wrap up this WWE tangent and take it back. Man. Just to wrap this up. What's this? Apparently, The Rock is back, and now he's a heel. And now he's writing his own dialogue, and it feels like he's beefing with the audience. And it's some of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. Like one person, he was like, "Hey, you shut up before I slap the herpes off your lips." And I was like, "How did they? Yo,
Whoa.
Attitude Era is back. Like Rock, are you writing this yourself? Like what?"
oh
I'm sure
man,
I'm
Attitude
sure they
Era
brought
was.
him in to save the franchise because McMahon must be retired.
He did not retire.
Yeah,
He didn't
my
retire.
stomach.
He's
Well,
just, like, in the background.
on paper he retired, I guess.
Yo, guys,
I
I've
guess.
never laughed like this in a long time.
He was forced to retire.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway,
I just before we close it, I just wanted to say that I'm sure Undertaker was like, "Oh, you guys want to give me what 2 million just to hold?"
No, hey dog, it's like with Shawn Michaels. Remember, Shawn Michaels been trying to retire, and then somebody was like, "Hey dog, I'll pay you like 3 million to come wrestle in Dubai." That man was there. He didn't even wear his wrestling gear. He was just in boots and jeans and everything, and he one sweet chin music, and he left. And he like 2 million.
The Heartbreak
Well, like
Kid.
I will pay you 5 million for you just to appear at our soccer stadium, and then you just see the lights switched off and on. He's behind him. Sign
Those
the
guys have too
contract.
much money. Like those guys literally have what is my fantasy? Let me live it money.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
Well,
But that was smart, dog. Creating brands like from a show.
Yeah, no, like Stone Cold, his whole ranch, bro. He doesn't not wrestle anymore, but he can just say that's the bottom line, and then somebody's like, "Oh my God, it's Stone Cold."
it's a
And
fact.
now every time they do they do wrestling cons and dog, they set for life.
That's
That's
such a
sad,
life, dog.
because
That's dope.
that's
I think
another
he
example.
even trademarked the whole 316, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So basically, if you use it in anything, he's coining it.
No,
Guys,
Baba, they paid him when they did the WWE promo, and everybody did his promo, the 316 promo.
Yeah.
if Beyonce can start a tour early in Dubai because of somebody's make a fantasy dream, make a dream come true money, who are the wrestlers to say no? That whole Dubai leaked video ref what that happened
Apparently, they gave her like 20-30 more for that show, dog.
Oh,
Yeah, it was last year.
I remember that.
They gave her like one night, dog. One night's worth.
One night.
20-30 more.
Yeah, I'm sure even Jay-Z was like, "Yeah, we're gonna move.
Let's go.
Your boy,
Right.
you gotta go. We
and
going Hova. We all over. It's Hova.
Okay, guys, let's get back. Let's get back. Let's
Oh
get
my
back.
Tuition
God.
is covered for the year.
Okay, so
School fees covered.
Plane fees, chief. School fees. Talking about school. Plane fees, my guy. Yo,
no,
plane fees.
no.
Plane fees is covered. Boat
What's
fees
that?
is
Plane
covered.
fees.
Yeah, a private plane can be fueled.
Oh, plane.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
yeah,
Ishin is now teaching Ichigo the final form of Getsuga Tensho.
Which,
Yeah,
like
like,
I said,
like okay, Ishin, you had to wait until Ichigo fights Aizen for you to teach him the final Getsuga
no,
Tensho.
no. What I like is
Mm,
Ishin
mm.
was, but if you pay attention, both Gin and Ishin are giving. I was about to call him. I called him Naruto for a moment.
Blasphemy,
Ichigo,
man. That orange hair.
you know. They was giving Ichigo basically therapy. You're mentioning that Gin was like, sit down, let's just talk. Because Gin was like, oh, look, my banker is so powerful. Hey, 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 but you look sad. What's wrong? Are you afraid of Aizen's power? Does it make you sad? Your eyes look so worried. You poor thing. And then Isin was like, um, oh, Isin is like, oh, you don't understand Aizen at all. Why are you so scared? Stop being a little bitch and let's go save the world. And
Man up, Nyoko.
oh yeah, we forgot to we just conveniently skipped the part where Urara Kisuke came in at the very last moment trying to be the hero that he clearly isn't.
But you said it before that Urahara likes watching everything, and then just coming in the on the 11th hour and just
Yeah, shame.
rescuing people.
And
Is
this
that
time
where
it
Yurichi
flopped.
also comes in and throws hands? Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
I
when
Everybody
was so
tries to do
disappointed
something.
with her. Like, dog, you threw hands for like 2 minutes, for like
you
30
are
seconds. That was it.
you
Wasn't
are
she? Didn't she run out of energy? I think she wanted like.
No, the
No,
thing is, her
she
things
had
broke.
she had
Because
like
remember, she had these things
um
on, but like you can't touch Aizen directly or something happens to you.
yeah.
no
So
he
she had
she
those things and they broke, and I'm like,
no, they
okay,
were slowing her down. That's the problem. She said no, they're effective, but she's slowing her down and she can't use her usual offensive techniques. And Aizen was like, all right, bet, let me just get rid of them for you then. How's that?
See, that's the thing about Kubo deliberately trying to nerf some of his characters so that Aizen can have the upper hand. Doesn't
I remember.
and also, here's the thing, nah, I understand you want Ichigo to win, but don't now make your powerful characters so weak that they can't even land a blow on the guy.
yeah, just outsmart.
Suddenly, yeah.
Sometimes it's not really the strongest person that wins. It's just that
Yeah.
Ah, dog, Hogyoku is the answer to everything. Like, why?
And here's and that's the thing, Mister. That's the thing, Buckmeister. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could literally have your Richie be beating on Aizen, and Aizen is like, "Yo, I'm losing," and then he's like, "Hogu, you power me up," and then he powers up, and then then you understand that, hey man, he was about to catch them hands, but because he's got the Hogyuku, he's so much more powerful now, and it powered him up, and that's why she couldn't finish the job. That makes more sense than just him just being so ridiculously more powerful than everyone. I mean, he beat all the captains. You want to tell me all those captains, not one of them could have
not
landed
even
a blow?
one.
Not even
That's
one.
why, that's why I liked DBZ so much when it comes to
And
the Cell Saga and the Boo Saga, because Cell died multiple times, but he
Yeah.
regenerated.
Yeah, like
Thing.
Vegeta, for all his uselessness, managed to blow off his arm. That's considered fatal damage.
Mm.
And were it not for the regeneration factor,
You were gone.
he was gone. That fight, that the Cell season would have been over on
yeah,
paper.
so that's why I think the problem is yes, we get that the main guy's got a thing, has got to take out the villain because he's staring. But just because you're staring, that doesn't mean you gotta make your character so weak that they were actually just a waste of time. Because if you look at it, basically the whole the Vizard, the Gote 13, the Kiske squad, they were basically useless. They were just there to fill in time.
True that.
Because, like, what are you telling me? Are you telling me that had Rukia not given this guy those powers that day, Aizen would have won?
Yeah, that's what you're basically saying, and we all know that's not the case. I mean, Kiske, he's got a mind as sharp as Aizen. Who's the other one? Mayuri, he could have come up with some concoction.
Itachi.
But
Pink- pink guy.
you're asking something that Kubo has never given us. Like
Pink-
he's been writing this way.
Pink guy could have at least put hands on him.
Pink guy.
Who's pink guy?
No, I mean I'm not
One of
going
the
to
pink-
deny the Shinsui. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna deny the criticisms because yeah, it's there. Like I'm just saying, to me, after I read the first chapter, I was just like, okay, this is what this is.
No.
Like if this is what this is, then and I and like, you know, I mean I get that, like I'm the last person to talk because I was, you know, I have so many things that I've ranted about on these shows.
And
But
then
I'm just
there's
saying
a whole lot of
I had accepted it at that point. But yeah, it is like, okay, like it is that thing of you don't need to, like, now people don't know how to use their swords or they don't know how to use their, but like you can't introduce all of these powers and then just not use them later because now I'm gonna ask questions.
Yeah, no, at this point, I think we can see that Kubo was tired. The plot was also getting nowhere because, you know, you've created the super villain and you can't explain away how he finally faces his defeat. I think a lesson we can take from all these super powerful villains like Aizen, the other person I put in the same category would be Madara, where they're so powerful that you've written yourself in your corner, is that you can't design. Whenever you design a villain, you need to design it with his ultimate defeat in mind. His hubris needs to be evident from the get-go, one way or another. Otherwise, we'll create this super perfect villain, and then when it's time for the story to end, how do you end it?
Because Masashi actually admitted that he didn't know how to defeat Madara. That's why all of a sudden
I think the thing is with Masashi though, right? If I was doing what Masashi was gonna do, and we'll talk about it when we talk about Naruto. Just a quick aside, but like I would have, because I mean they do something like that with Aizen. I think they just didn't do it early enough because remember Kisuke throws something in Aizen or whatever when he's getting like there was a point where Aizen is vulnerable and Kisuke hit him with something.
Yeah,
that's actually
that's how they stopped him, right?
Yeah, and that's actually the thing that defeats Aizen. It's not that Ichigo Soma just defeats Aizen in J. It's actually that's the thing that stops, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But like with Masashi, I would have just introduced Kaguya trying to take over Madara's mind, and then I would have made that be the thing that makes Madara so sloppy that he loses to the good guys. Like, because then you keep Madara there. You keep Madara there, but you introduce this alien lady trying to take over, or you introduce Zetsu trying to take over Madara's mind, and then Madara starts short-circuiting.
Yeah.
Or just
that would have been better because then
that
leaves him open to attacks.
Just have Might Guy beat him, and then that happens, and then.
Oh yeah, and then he gets.
No, it can't happen off of Might Guy. It has to happen off of the stirrings. So basically, have what happened with Might Guy happen, and then when the stirrings come in, that's Kaguya reacting to Indra and Ashura and the reincarnations and what, and then she's trying to take over the guy's brain.
Yeah, that could work.
Anyway, why are we fixing stories that are already done?
While Ichigo is learning the final form, Gin and
Aizen
and
Ishin.
Mr. Know-it-all are going to
Urahara.
No, Aizen.
Oh,
it was, or should I say, Mr. Part of his plan?
Yeah, Mr. Part of his plan.
Mr. Part of his plan. So now they're going to
the real town.
The real town, and while that's where now Gin finally attacks him.
Oh no, that happens in the latest.
That happens later. What am I missing?
First, Rangoku finally, for some reason, heals from having her bloody guts punched out. Enough, I had to go and intercept them.
Oh yes, when she
and then
trying to get Gin back.
And then Gin was like, "Let me go deal with my side chick quickly, honey. I'll get back to you right. I'll get back to us right now." I was like, "Girl, let's go."
Yeah.
And then he
another Sasuke Naruto plot there.
Then he incapacitates her with Itokasoi. No, that's not Itokasoi. I forgot. It's some feather, black feather or something. And that's when he comes back. That's when he betrays Aizen because he stabs him in the chest and explains, "My bankai ain't that shit. It's just designed to be extremely poisonous." I never knew that you could modify your own bankais like that. But I guess he's been spending time researching with Aizen for him to work on.
Nigga, Aizen been remixing everything. Anything like Aizen is a DJ when it comes to genetics. He's in
Yeah.
the lab just like everybody
So
mix your hollows.
so I'm sure he reconfigured his shinsui to his bankai Kamishin no Yari, which is the god killing spear. So he basically decided to make it a spear that can kill a god. It's like you basically be a god now, so I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, that happened.
That's the thing
And
with these
like
eyes,
and when
guys.
he figured out Aizen's weakness with his shikai, it's like if somebody touches your sword, they can't be affected by your shikai. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's the second person to have canonically he figured it out before, but Genryusai figured it out also because this was like I can't with me holding a blade in my guts, I can't mistake you. You are the real person. You
Mm.
can make any illusion you want, but the reaction feeling from this blade is clearly yours. So it was a
Let's go.
nice way of showing people showing how they can actually trap Aizen.
Mm.
And the other thing I wanted to highlight with the battle with Urahara Kisuke and Aizen was the amount of Kido that was flying around. Kisuke was not holding back at that point. What he used what?
Used
Rikuju
like
Koro.
used like a couple
Yeah,
of
it was Rikuju Koro to pin him down, and then Sajo Sabaku, the rope, and then another gravitational well, and then
But then it
Hey
also
guys, just a side note. Do you
Wait,
ever think they'll ever teach Ichigo Kido?
never.
Nope.
no.
Getsuga Tensho is done. I'm good.
Yeah, he's gonna be the same as Kenpachi. Like we just swing swords, bro.
Yeah,
We ain't
no,
got time for that.
You know
he's
what
a
I've noticed about like the Gote 30, not all of them, but some of them, like Genrusai, Byakuya, who else? Maybe Soifon, as they don't really take Ichigo as a Shinigami. Like for real, no, you're not a Shinigami.
there's a reason why there's a substitute right there in front of the title.
No, no,
They'll
don't,
never acknowledge
no, no, no.
for what?
No, but I'm just saying, like, my thing is though, don't have that attitude because you guys get bodied like every week, and then Ichigo has to leave his regular ass life to come save you.
I'm in high school, dog. Like, come on, man.
And
Shit, I'm
I
not trying
like
to go
the
to a dance, go to the
and I
mall, you know.
and I like the fact that Choifong was the only one who came out and admitted it flat out to Ichigo. Like, you better be paying careful attention, kiddo, because we are not here. Um, we may be saying that we are here to fight for a greater cause or whatever, but that is just bullshit to make ourselves feel better. We are here to survive. So you better you better come here to make sure that we all survive. Do you hear me? And then she charges off.
I love that woman, man. Yeah, but
So Fong, you can't possibly love that woman.
I do, dog.
Let's just say you're not her type.
You know my taste, dog. That's exactly my taste, chief.
Yeah,
A
not
woman
her
that
type.
will whoop your ass.
No toxic.
But in this case, you can clearly see that the only person she loves is Yorichi.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's her. I mean, she hates Kisuke because Kisuke.
I know. That's fine.
Because Kiss
But
is
anyway,
homies with her. Like, dude,
I,
I'm just homies with your girl.
Gents, can you hear me?
I
yeah,
can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
can you
Oh,
ask?
okay, but you probably can't see me.
We
No,
can
we
see
can
you.
see
That's
you.
fine.
I'm probably freezing on your side.
No,
No, you're not.
you're fine.
Oh, everybody's freezing on my side. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, let's keep going then. It's fine.
Okay, I was saying, uh, she the way she hates Kisuke, she managed she got bribed by Hachi, saying that if you help me with your bankai, I'll imprison Urara Kisuke in my barriers for for 2 weeks. And she's like, say less, I'm in.
I know, but still, man, still. But anyway,
Toxic.
I wanted to ask something. Like Gin's eyes. What's the deal there?
He's just got really small eyes. Like,
No,
really super small.
he's got really normalish eyes. It's just that he
Smoke weed every day.
La da 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 da.
No, his characterization is an embodiment of trying to falsify your suppress your own actual emotions and present a falsified smile. So everything about him is supposed to be fake as all heck. Even that smile of his make those
That
internal eyes.
smile is
That
creepy.
foxish look.
Yeah. It gives an office look because he's actual. The only time you see his eyes is when something really matters to him. Like you see it when he finally gets sick and tired of Utsugi Toshiro. Those are the first time you see his eyes. Like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this kid.
That was in the anime. That was actually they had not consulted Kubo at the time. That's why his eyes are blood red in that scene.
Yeah, because they didn't ask what color his eyes.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kubo didn't care though.
No, I don't
I
care.
think the way Kuba was just like, hey, dog,
But I think the way they worked around it is that his eyes are like there's a crystal in this country extremely rare. It's called aquamarine.
Mm.
And it changes color depending on artificial and real light. So
Oh,
if you pay attention to again, at night his eyes are blood red. Because you see the only time you see his eyes open would be at night in the first season where he was fighting against Toshiro, and then in the flashback when he was fighting with Aizen,
yes.
alongside with Aizen when he was saving his Renji and them. And then the only other times he sees open his eyes now is during the day, and his eyes are this crystal blue. So
Makes sense.
Okay.
nitpick, I know it's a nitpick, but
Yeah.
it's
So Aizen killed him, right?
Well,
Aizen
no,
don't like.
he hit him with the thing, and then after that, Aizen, I don't know, Aizen Uno reverse, like
Aizen was
somehow
like,
because
"Thank
yeah,
you for you killing me. You helped the Hokage evolve because it can't sever that master. So it leveled me up. This is my beautiful butterfly form." I was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "Guys,
Tiberian plot armor.
no, but uh, 6 butterfly wings
no, like this is when you need a
and a
Deadpool to come in
dress."
and just be like like you need a Deadpool to just roll it. Hold on,
I was like,
fighter,
I think
fighter.
Plot armor engaga, plot armor engaga.
Kubo had a lot of like insect infestation at that time. Like, okay, yeah. This will
"But
be
but a
what's this
dress." You can't tell me that's not a dress. That was like, no, it's actually that was a skirt. In Elias, so there was no in Unapere Mose and butterfly wings.
This is when his face was covered as well at this point, no?
No, that's
No,
after.
not yet.
Yeah,
Still
No,
evolving.
he looked like he needed to be preaching at the church, chief. Like just add some
yeah.
He was
blue tassel.
swallowed. He was about to be swallowed.
That is
Don't look
true.
that up.
In the
That's-
Hukagu, the Hukagu was in the swallow.
Yes, he was swallowed up by the Hogyaku. It swallowed him up.
Hey, people
So
have
have you ever
never,
felt
people have
swallowed?
not let him live that down. You
Hey, dog.
Will never.
don't freestyle on stage, chief. Always come prepared with a written. Anyway,
That was a written, I think.
Dude,
it was
even
just
Chris Brown made a video. It's like, guys, I cannot get this out of my head. I'm like, yo.
I think the
Of all the
reason it
people,
was
Chris
so
Brown.
weird is because his hand was in his pocket, so it looked like he was playing with himself while he was saying it.
Ew.
Oh, hey.
That's why people were like going all crazy.
I
Like,
man,
Wrong podcast.
the internet is dog. Internet,
hey, I
internet
said
is
it looked like. I
unforgiving.
didn't say he was doing it. I just said it
Okay.
looked like he was doing that. So that's why
Okay, so
people.
Hey, dog, the internet is the internet has no mercy.
And
Yeah,
remember, the whole swallowing came after the whole power button thing and the whole Diddy thing. So it was just like,
hey,
Guys, you know what I think is left?
we want to be
At this
famous,
case,
Buffett. I think
you
we
know,
need to ask this question.
monetize us.
what I'm realizing about our podcast lately, the only thing that's left is for us to just cut people's hair, dog. We are completely a barber shop now. At this point, dog, like
What
we
the
are
fuck?
officially turned into a barber shop, dog.
Imagine.
nah, bro. I heard that. I heard that.
Okay, so wait. I'll be the one with the girls and take him out low. Like, girl,
The girl is like this, dog, and you're busy like pulling her hair.
and I still.
Winner, did you catch that new episode of Bleach? Hmm?
Uh-huh.
You know
Did
who
you
I
see what
am?
Essen did?
I'm that dude who only gets like one client a day because they only come to me. You know those guys? Like, yeah, I know. I want that nigga. And it's guys I've been cutting since they were kids. It's not like I'm the best or anything. It's just like that's the guy. That's like a hand-me-down client. Like his
So
dad.
now,
I used to
now
cut
I'm,
his
I'm, I'm,
dad's hair.
I'm cutting everybody because they're like, that man has hair, so at least he knows what's going on.
Yeah. And then Zanu is like,
I'm Cedric the Entertainer. I'm just talking shit the whole time.
Zuko's the one that always talking nonsense. Like
he's talking
I don't know
nonsense,
if he
but
really works there or he just comes like and
you wonder whether he works there or not, and he's always the one insisting we change the channel to a sports show.
Yeah.
Like, Tuna.
No, but in this case, we're going to be arguing. Okay, no, we must change it to something on Crunchyroll.
and then out of nowhere, like, hey, Tuna, like, Bafana is playing. Like, Bafana never
Va
works
gapele ka
there.
tsunami, va
What?
gapele ka tsunami. A re tsenye Bafana mo, a re tsenye Makhosi a tshameka, Makhosi a tshameka.
Hey,
Hey,
nobody
ga
cares.
boa go Ichigo.
So nobody cares. Hey, yo.
Ga boa
Girl.
go Ichigo. Re tlo boa go
Oh
Ichigo.
dog. And you hope that guy doesn't miss like he's not absent, dog. Like even when he goes to the doctor, you make sure he comes back to the barber shop. Like, no, we'll drop you off. Don't worry. We got you. Like, come through.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are
Back
officially a
again.
barber shop.
Okay, wait. So back to it. So then Eisen bodies Eisen bodies like why am I forgetting his name now? Dude. Gin, there we go. And then like I know that Kubo also, I think he's not good at these like emotional like death things. I think he nailed it with Ichigo's mom because I mean we were connected to the character. But like when Gin pieced out, I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to feel something here. I know it, but I'm just like,
We didn't really get much of Gin as
The thing is, we never got enough of Gin to be, and then we never got enough of redemption. I think we got enough Gin to see what type of guy we thought he was, but we didn't get enough to see. Oh snap! He was actually
a good.
He was actually on some Snape shit, you know. Like we never got enough of that.
Which is something I wanted to add up. We see with characters like Snape, when you think back, you'll see moments where he's been low key trying to help the good guys the whole time. There's a reason why he managed to get Harry Potter the book, and how he kept on taunting, or in the book that is, he kept on teasing Harry Potter about, you're not using the spell right, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. He was low key trying to help him, even though I was doing it in the most tsundere way I can imagine. But you don't see that with Gin. Gin, you don't see moments where he's either helping or where he does something like
I think we don't get. I don't think we get enough because I think remember also like with Ichigo, he could have killed Ichigo when Ichigo first pulled up to Soul Society. He purposefully knocked Ichigo out so that Ichigo can go explore things and they can find some other way type of thing. You get those little things. And also when Toshiro is flipping out at him and everything and all of that stuff, he's dropping hints here and there.
Right. Because
it's not enough.
When we introduced to go acting for the first time, they were actually telling him smack like, why would you like the Ryoka go?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't.
And then I was like, but I was protecting. Was like, I'm supposed to keep him outside.
No, and the thing is, like Gin was like, he was prepared to bite the bullet. He was like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. But like, he knew I have to keep Ichigo alive because Soma, he's gonna be the one that can be able to sort this out because he was already shadowing. Like that's the thing.
But at the same
he'll
time,
set something up. He'll set something up, and it'll actually be interesting. Like he'll set something up that's actually interesting, but he never follows through. Like Kufu has a problem of following through on things.
And also, can I just say this? Why didn't you just show all these people that we've been talking about since we started this series about Bleach? Because we've clearly identified that Ishin knew all along. Urahara knew all along, was briefing everybody, including Uryu's dad, clearly. Why didn't you just give us a scene with all these guys talking in secret? So that we can be like, oh yeah, no wonder, man. Gin was like this. Like, because they're basically the White Lotus.
Yeah, because there's not enough action. It's boring stuff. We need to get back to the fight. We need to go to back. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
What?
Kubo doesn't like talking scenes, my guy.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you guys will add the dots. You guys will figure it out.
Yeah.
True. So we
No, you know what he should have done? He should have just had them have a triple threat match, and then while they're fighting, they just talk amongst themselves. It was ting ting ting. What was he planning again? Ting ting. Bankai.
yeah, something like that.
Ah,
So
So Gen dies.
yeah, we get to Gain. We also find out that the big roly-poly pin thing, it was a necessary invention to make sure that people get out of that pathway in time because reasons. And
well, I think also they didn't want nobody. Like if we're going to Blood War arcs or whatever, I don't think they wanted anybody who was like a known murderer figuring out how to hack their way into more power in the corridor.
yeah,
Because
so
now then Gen Ryusai is gonna have problems now because now it's like, oh yeah, everybody's just got this hacks hyperbolic time chamber we can go exploit.
yeah, which is funny. Anyway, so Ichigo's dad decided, no, it's time for you to learn how to master the final
Use your
Getsuga
power.
Tensho, and you're going to be I'm gonna slow down time a lot so that you can go into this training. And Ichigo finally meditates himself into the inner world for the first time without any assistance, and versus everything else like surprise, surprise. Before, usually he used to be knocked out, or Zangetsu,
Or near death.
or Zangetsu himself has to come to him and like, hey, bitch, stop being a bitch. Let me show you how to
Stop
become a hero.
dying.
Now, this time, you also find out why Ichigo had to go himself, because the sword was like, I ain't doing anything. None of that. None of that.
I don't enter them, Chief.
And
The sword was like an old school R&B song. I can't go for that. No, no can do.
I also like this a big departure between Zangetsu and Tensa Zangetsu. It's like old man Zangetsu and Tensa Zangetsu is this younger version, which still to this day makes
Honestly, I've been defending Kubo, but that didn't make sense to me. I was
What?
like, what? The younger Zangetsu and older I was always confused. I was just like, okay, he's Zangetsu. Now I don't understand why he's
Like
young.
where's old man Zangetsu? Like, listen to me. The old man ain't there. I'm Tensa Zangetsu. You unleashed me. This is the new reality you're facing.
And also, what kind of final form of your power takes your power away? That doesn't make sense. The
What is
point of
called
a
the-
power.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at stuff like the 8 gates, where the result is,
But this is like your regular power. This is like a regular bunker. This is not a special bunker.
no, well, it is a special one because remember, like the whole thing is that once it's like it's supposed to be able to match Hogyoku level thingies, and we've always come at Kubo for not introducing stakes. So I don't think it would be like I think for me, I can personally accept that he introduced a final form that was going to take Ichigo's powers away or whatever.
That I'd also give a free pass. What I did not give a free pass is how the hell did Ichigo level up to that? His hair was longer. He
Well,
looked like
it's because of the
But-
time dilation, wasn't it? It was
it
saying
can't
that.
it can't have been that long.
Well, no, they were saying like it was like the time dilation was like 1 minute here it was some crazy
A week outside or something
Yeah.
like that.
So basically, he held him for like like they said that he looked like he had aged 2 years. So like Ishin's
So
reaction.
it took him 2 years to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Which he could easily lose after
Wait,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
People writing, Baba.
Hey, it took Gohan a year to go Super Saiyan. Let's be fair.
And an actual year in the hyperbolic time chamber as well.
It was actually less than a year because they came earlier than expected.
Okay, let me breathe,
I'm
you
sorry.
idiot.
But you can tell. Yeah, he was just stealing from DBZ. Your father is the one that goes to make sure that you go through this time thing and you come back stronger. I mean, that's.
And
So-
then we've got Ichigo all serious, and Gin was like looking at him and was like, those are nice eyes. Those are the eyes of somebody who's willing to do what it takes. I can die in peace now.
So you were waiting for this guy all along?
he was like,
No, I think Gin knew that he stuffed it, so he was just like, "I main character."
Do your thing.
do your thing.
Ichigo, do the thing.
Yeah. Ichigo immediately chokeslams Aizen
Hey,
across
no,
town.
I look, as much as this fight is nonsense, I really love how Ichigo was flexing on Aizen. It was
I
so
was just about
enjoyable.
to say. I was about to say, like, when Ichigo came through, he came through on some like, bro.
That one, I won't lie. Even I was having palpitations and orgasms at that moment. They're like, oh.
Where was Urahara at this point?
No, Urahara peaced out. He was like,
was
Aizen's here.
KO'd. Aizen had none of that. It's like, look, my chrysalis form is complete. Tweet combo. Tata! Is that it? Is this the person I was scared of this my entire career? That's so disappointing.
Auntie.
Yo, no, I loved it because like I remember Aizen was like, "Look, my sword even cleaves mountains," and Ichigo was like, "Nah, bro, calm down. That's not you.
That's not you. That's me.
Like, dude, like the hubris that Aizen had and the calmness of Ichigo, who was telling him like, bro, you ain't all that.
I like
I am all that. Look at that. I just cleaved the mountain. Like, really, no. It was.
I just like the way Ichigo looked at him. It's like, what? Are you confused? Are you finally? Is this how you behave when you're confronted with something that you don't understand? And then
Aizen losing composure.
Ichigo came so petty. He was like, "Yeah, all that stuff you said to me, I remember. That first time you stopped my theme song, you know, it's time for action. I remember."
It's because of this particular fight. I know all the incantations of my favorite Kido because Aizen snapped and decided, so if you think my sword can hit you, I will smash you into atoms with my Kido. And then he just said him. Okay, you can look it up. I know all the words of my heart. Dear God, I'm such a nerd. The crest of stupidity seeping out, an insolent vessel of madness, blinking, numbing, dripping.
Oh snap!
The steel princess that creeps, the iron doll, the mud doll ever disintegrating. Unite, oppose, know your own impotence. Haru no Kyuju, Kurohitsuki.
But Kido take hella long. Kido seemed longer than hand signs.
Well, if it's a full incantation, usually you're supposed to be strong enough to not need to just say you're supposed to say the number in the name, and then it's supposed to be done. But then if you use the full incantation, it becomes more powerful. But guys like Kuchiki Byakuya, when they've mastered the Hadunu Sanju. No, Hadunu Sanju-san, Sokatsoi. You see that the amount of destructive potential with it uncharted is beyond what most Shinigami can do with the full chart as it is. So it's a level of mastery, basically. Now Aizen was panicking because this man was dog walking him. So he decided not only will he use the 90th spell, he'll have to use the full incantation. And Ichigo was just standing there.
I'll wait for you.
Go on.
I'll wait for you.
Are you done? And then he slaps it away. It's like, okay.
No, all Ichigo was missing was this was all a part of my plan.
Yeah. When Aizen backed away, that's when he said, it's like, you used to tell me that adding distance between your opponents is something that happens in the battle between equals.
That was gangster.
Let me ask you, why are you backing away now? And then I was like, I see. Are you happy you blocked my sword? Are you happy you defeated my Kido? Are you happy that you managed to wound me? Your insolence is unbearable, Kurosaki Ichigo, and that's when he transformed to that horrifying version that you see behind Mr. Buckmeister. Because the Hogyaku...
No, Daman became Vegeta.
Like, he became like Spawn, dog.
And that is like,
when Vegeta's mad, there's no reasoning.
Then he blasts him with his superpowers, and then Ichigo was like, okay, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of your voice. Let's put an end to this. I'm so sick and tired of this.
I got places to be.
The way I just like the way at this age, Ichigo was either suffering from, he was embodying the old millennial depression, when it's like, it's up to you not to save the world. This is how the millennials save the world. We are so hurtful. Like,
No, it's that thing of when you say, "Oh, I need an adult," but when you look around, you are the adult.
That is like, yeah, I am the adult.
Like the children are fighting, and I have to sort it out. Yo,
what's going on? Okay, now I have to clap.
So he bought his Isaac?
Yeah, that's
so then he hits him with the final Getsuga.
He becomes that.
Which looked cool. I'm so, like, if there's one thing Kubo did,
I'm gonna say it for the whole world.
Can't hate on it.
I do because excellent presentation. It did absolutely. What I mean, absolutely nothing. I mean, it looked cool for about a second. It just gave us a fight, like a 12. You gave us a longer fight with Grimijo and Ichigo in that 11-second fight.
Yeah, but I think also remember, there's also fight fatigue now. Like we've been watching so many fights.
But this is the ultimate Getsuga Tenshu. Make it ultimate.
Ishin probably would have been like, so a slowed down time for this.
Like, is that it? I'm sure I was like looking through a microscope, and he was so glad when you used it because it's footnote.
Well, I think the thing is that it was, I don't know. I mean, first off, I'm not gonna try and break down Kubo that much because I don't think I can get into his head like that. But I think the whole idea is that it was to just show how insignificant Aizen had become in all of the planning and everything when it came down to, like, Aizen was so meticulous. It took so long for him to set these things up, for him to have an unceremonious end where it's just one slash of the hand, final Getsuga, and that's what takes him out. I think that was supposed to be the idea.
Just to tell you tangent quickly, there's a story of Houdini. I don't know how true it is, where, I mean, he's known for like being able to escape anything, right? Mr. Miracle in real life, basically. So apparently he was locked in a cage, and he couldn't even get out of the cage, and only to find out that cage was actually not locked. So he was trying all the other ways of getting out of that thing instead of just opening the thing. So that's basically this. It's like you were so meticulous about all these other plans that you didn't even consider the easiest way, which is Getsuga Tenshu, the final one.
So the final Getsuga Tenshu did its thing. Then Ichigo lost his hair, and then Aizen repelled, like, look at me. Kosaki Ichigo, look, my sword is vanishing. Do you know what that means? The Hokage says that I don't even need the sword anymore. It means that then, boop, enter Urahara. It's like it's finally happening.
From the top rope.
Yes, from the top with a chair. It was the chair moment. Oh my God, a chair! Dog.
And then the referee acts like he didn't see anything, and it's like
the referee was knocked out.
It's like when Eddie Guerrero used to wrestle, when like he'll hit himself with the chair, and then he'll fall down, and the referee will be like, So, you're disqualified now.
Dude, those were some of the most hilarious. He literally just hit the ring and then throw it at his opponent, and then lie on the floor, and then the opponent will be holding the chair. And then they're about to get rid of it, the ref sees them, and then sees the on the floor, sees the dude with the chair, and then he remembers he heard the sound, and it's like, you hit him. And the dude's like, no, it wasn't me. And then the ref is like, call it, Eddie wins. And then I remember there was this time he got caught, so he's busy. The dude's arguing with the ref, like, no, this guy's fine. And then he's looking at the guy and he's winking and he's laughing and he's like, And while he I think he did it like 3-4 times, while the dude's like, no, like, and then on the, like, I think the 4th time, he turns around and then the ref sees him.
Yes, sir.
And then he pretends to go back, and then the ref is like, hey, I saw you. What the hell's going on? And then the is like, no, me no. I'm like,
but that's proper entertainment. Imagine buying a ticket and experiencing all of that. That's hella entertaining, dog.
Yeah.
That's entertainment.
Haven't you guys been to wrestling?
No,
we're not like you, dog.
What do you mean you're not like me? How dare you?
Clearly, you're the rich kid here. Like,
excuse me.
Baller alert!
Hell no.
The kid who comes to
boy.
the first practice with the latest Nikes.
Hey, dog.
boy.
And he's the owner of the soccer ball, so you have to include him in the thing.
Exactly.
If I ever play soccer.
You don't like kicking? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna finish that joke. Anyway,
Wow.
I got it.
I got it.
Group sports have never been a thing for me. When a team needs to rely on me to do something for you guys to win, too much responsibility. It's me versus you. Then I'm okay. Like tennis. After that, it's boxing or martial arts.
Cricket.
Not even cricket. Cricket as a team.
Or one-on-one.
Because I need to be like, imagine. You see that's the trauma. Imagine you're on the field somewhere, and then the ball is hit in your direction, and if you don't catch it, it's going to be a 6, and then we lose the match. Then you're going to lose the match. So I have to catch this damn ball. So that everybody gets a chance to win. It's my responsibility to help you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna be an adult because I have so many
sports
inappropriate jokes in my head. I'm gonna be an adult. Anyway,
That's literally every sports guy's dream, and that's your nightmare. Literally all sports guy dream last minute catches coming in. If I catch this, we win, and you are dreading it.
Like never. Like hey,
last minute. If I
that's
shoot
way
this,
too much pressure.
we win. All of us dream of that. Where now I was.
Your dream is my nightmare. Thank you.
Anyway, guys, is this all? Does anything else happen after this? Is this
then we see Aizen looking at Urahara Kisuke, and I think we get some break in, like we get to understand why he was doing all of this, I guess.
Okay, so Urahara explains that the Hogyoku doesn't recognize him as his master anymore because he basically flatlined his own Ryatsu.
Oh.
Because that's why you hear lines like when Isin was talking to Kurosaki, Ichigo's like, you don't understand this man's power at all, do you? Because Ichigo was just feeling his overall overwhelming Ryatsu. He didn't understand that his own vital license was plummeting because the Hogyoku was just taking control of everything at this point. Clearly, and the more he was relying on it,
more fights. Clearly, because it seems like he would have been a great ally. I'm saying Ishin should have been in more fights.
He should. The fact that he only appeared after Genryusai fell and everything, for me it was like he was too afraid to appear.
Yeah, and explain why he left out.
Where have you been?
Hey, you know that annual leave I put in?
I've been clapping.
It went a little bit longer.
No, Genryusai would have stopped the whole fight. Wait, you mean to tell me?
Pause.
Been chilling?
No.
What?
I know you're
disappear
right now.
You disappear.
But
you have
this one.
You disappear.
I've never been.
You have children.
With a quincy.
Like, let's chill, dog. Relax.
I'm saying, like, that's the thing. I'm saying, like, maybe that's why Genryusai had low-key beef with Ichigo, because he kind of, at a time, he did. He heard Getsuga Tensho, and he was like, hey,
hey, hold up. I know that. Getsuga Tensho.
The source name is called Zangetsu. That's interesting. The attack? Getsuga what?
Hold up, Kerr.
Somebody find Ishin. You can't find him. No. That man must still be alive. But he looks. Doesn't he look a lot like Shiba Kaien?
Mm-hmm.
No.
This cannot be.
No. We need to launch an investigation. Who's your father?
Who daddy, boy?
I'm low-key surprised they didn't even ask him. Like, hey, who is this guy?
That's the thing about Soul Society. It's the most incompetent organization I have ever seen in my life. If you see a high-powered Shinigami that goes around can keep up with your captains, wouldn't you at the very least say, mad scientist, I need a proper index report about this character on my desk, my friend.
From Soul Society, the minute he stopped the 100 Zanpakuto with his back, now would have been like, Mayuri, get on the case now.
Get on the case.
Who is this guy?
Run out of yeah, sure. You save the day. I'll be like, okay, thank you. Go back home. But after the moment he went through that portal, Mayuri, report Monday. I want his entire bloodline. I want to.
I know Mayuri would have gotten some nanites in his.
You're like way ahead of you. Remember when I infected the Quincy? Yeah, I also infected everybody else in this family. So we're going to just see what happens when he gets home. And what kills me is I know where he's going to be the first person to know that this guy's infected. So I'm gonna send him lies. Like my data is being corrupted by someone.
He'll even have like Ichigo move to like, dog, you're an orphan now. You don't have parents. What? Yeah, you're an orphan.
If I know Urahara, he'd be like, the moment the file comes, you just see the paper post show him going like, Kiska.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think.
Why don't we? Okay, I just
want to the seal thing comes through. Yeah. He gets sealed.
One of the best lines Aizen says, and that's the line that traumatizes me to this day, because Urahara is like, "You're being sealed now because we know you're practically immortal now," and Aizen was like, "How can you let yourself be controlled by that thing?" And then it's like, oh, by that thing I mean talking about the Soul King. The Soul King is a linchpin that basically collects us all. The belief in the Soul King is what's keeping Soul Society alive, not necessarily the Soul King himself. And then Aizen's like, but that's just loser talk. And then he says the line I used to say all the time to my friends is like, the winner doesn't see the world as it is, but as it could be.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what happened after that, because when it's 1,000-year blood war, some captains are reinstated, and Urahara now can come.
Well, I mean, there is thingy. There's another arc, the one we're going to talk about next.
Oh, cool.
Yes, the one I know. The one that I know absolutely nothing about.
Yeah, I don't know
Jack Squad.
I remember most of it. I thought it was okay. Like, the thing is Kubo disappointed me a little bit just because he could have done something obvious that he chose not to do with Fullbringer. I'll explain it when we get there, but it was just like, dog, this one change, it would have actually been pretty fire arc. But anyway, in regards to this, yeah, so we get to, and then also, Ichigo does talk about the fact that when he was crossing swords, he was finally able to understand Aizen, like, Ichigo does talk no jutsu. He does talk no jutsu after the bad guys defeated. There's nobody
after the fact.
No, he does talk no jutsu to someone else other than Aizen. He's like, I finally got...
His talk no jutsu don't work. He also did
it with Grimajo, because he was like, yeah, I'm feeling bad for Grimajo. Yeah, I can't take Grimajo is dead. Same thing with what's his face, Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra was turning to dust, and that's when Ichigo was like, no, man, we're the same. It's like, like, Naruto needed to step in and it's like, my guy, you need to do this before
they die.
Well, what the formula is you fight them, you defeat them, but they're alive, and then you talk to them.
That's what
when you're just defeating them, now you want to talk. It's too late.
So he basically realizes that Aizen was basically incredibly lonely, and that's what led him to his insanity, which is the biggest cop out I've ever seen in my life. But anyway,
like, honestly, really?
No, I think there was more to it, because I think there was more to it that Kubo intended to show. It's just that he didn't write it. He didn't present enough. But if you're looking at the subtext, it was the whole idea that this guy is about evolving. It's that whole idea of evolving past and evolving and evolving and evolving. So now if there's a ceiling, if there's the Soul King, who is the Soul King to determine that he's the ceiling?
Yes.
So I'm going to evolve past the ceiling type thing.
Who's this guy again? Is it
Vandal Savage? Oh.
The guy from The Last Airbender. What's his name again?
Last Airbender.
Yeah, Guru Lahima.
Oh God, not him again.
Oh, Zaire. Zaire wasn't about evolution.
You're going to say him. I was like, oh no, not
necessarily evolution, but like toppling the
When you
this
said the last
order, this hierarchical thing.
when you said the last airbender, I was hoping that you're talking about somebody in the actual last airbender, not Korra, because I just was like, this sounds a whole lot like Guru.
Horror.
But yeah, anyway.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't equate it to that because I don't think that he was. I don't think Aizen had like it was going to change Soul Society. I think Aizen just had a personal beef with the fact that he is all about evolving, and now there's a ceiling. It was like that.
Also,
Yeah, like it wasn't like I'm doing this for the benefit of everybody. It was just like he was a scientist, and it was just like how Mayuri says there's no perfection. I think that's the difference between him and Aizen is that Aizen was seeking perfection, I guess, but he was like the Soul King's in the way of that and all of that
no,
stuff.
no, Aizen wasn't seeking so much perfection, was just seeking evolution. You're right about that.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
wanted to be what comes next. You wanted to discover what happens next. There can't be this. You've said it beautifully. There can't be this limit. And if you're to compare to characters like, I'm trying to find one right now. Yeah, no, Guru Lahima. Guru
No,
Lahima.
I'll say Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage fits that.
Yeah, Randall Savage. Yeah, there you go. Because he's ageless. He sees.
He had conquered worlds, he had become president, he had done everything.
Yeah, and he wants to know what happens next.
Mm.
The other character, yeah, you know that I've said these words out loud. The other character that falls into this trope would be, I don't know if you guys played God of War 3 Ragnarok.
Oh, what's his face?
Odin.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
Yeah.
Odin is all about what
Yeah.
he wants to acquire all the knowledge and be the master of all the fate, of all fates. So he won't stop. He needs to know what happens next. And this is the type of thing that you see with Aizen.
But he really disappointed me as a villain, though. Yo, in God of War 3, I was like, that's it, my guy.
Okay,
Anyway, we're
let's wrap it
tangenting
up.
again. But yeah.
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 I just wanted to highlight one of the biggest issues is, the line that says that a well-written villain is one that you can relate with.
Mhm.
Yeah, then when somebody back then showed me that, like, yeah, the reason you hate Aizen so much is because you're practically like him, and I was in denial up until he said those words. I don't see the world as it is, but as it could be. It also brought into contrast a little two very important one very important thing I learned about myself that differs from Aizen. My desire to see the world prosper is not for my own sake, but for the sake of everybody I care about. Aizen doesn't care about anyone. He just wants things to happen the way he wants. He just wants to figure out what happens next for his own, I don't know, agenda. Yeah, curiosity is the
Well,
issue.
I mean, that's where the loneliness comes in because he was like, nobody gets me anyway, so I might as well see what's up there.
Yeah, which I also come against because being an only child, I know what loneliness is. Do you know how many weekends I've spent alone? Do you know how many birthday parties nobody came to? I know loneliness better than most people on earth, but I still didn't decide, no, let me become the world's biggest problem. So for me, that example of, oh, I'm lonely, I'm bad, it doesn't fly because I know for what it is. You're just curious about what happens next. Yeah, there's another example of a lonely character. Naruto was lonely as heck.
I know your pain.
Like it doesn't fly, yo.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out the episode. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think that Aizen could have, I guess, executed his plan a lot better at the end? Do you think really Kubo wrote himself in a corner? Do you think anybody else could have killed Aizen apart from Ichigo? Let us know your thoughts on all those things. Please don't forget
Yes to
to
the last
comment, and not on WhatsApp, not on our private messages on WhatsApp. Please comment on YouTube. We would really appreciate it. It will help with the algorithm. So yeah, we will be doing the full bring next. And also, like I said, don't forget to check out Master Geek Media, Buckmeister Cul Reacts, KC Media. There's a lot of
Black Panther versus Kang issue 3 drops tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes.
Or at the time of recording, it should be up.
and the Dragon Ball Daimyo is coming out for us right now, it's dropping tomorrow at 4. Is it 4? No, it's 6 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, go check it out. Comment there as well. We have a lot of things. We said a lot of things about Daima. Oh my God. So yeah.
Pantsy, get Daima Pantsy.
Woo-wee.
Hey, dog. I almost
Hey,
went
so-
Super Saiyan. I almost went Super Saiyan because of that freaking trailer.
That's your motivation.
One of them.
Kamehameha, all of that, please.
Take a shot. If you want to play a drinking game, take a shot each time Buckmaster says why.
You'll be dead.
Liver failure, but still.
Anyway, guys, from myself, Mr. Extrodin, from Buckmeister Cul, from Tebello, Khala, and Zuko, we shall see you guys next time. Cheers. Peace.
Later.
Later.